Hello and welcome to an Enrage Pie video. This is a Ranger Spotlight. I'm looking at his longbow abilities, his utility skills, the sorter that you can see. I've done this in half the myth, so there's not much going on because obviously I'm not gonna get to level 80 one weekend. But this is the bow, and this is his first basic attack ability. He's got 587 damage per shot. Looks pretty nice there, just normal shooting ability. And the next one is my second favourite after the 5, rapid fire. That only does 294 but 235 damage, so it's not a lot, but it's pretty good. This one, Hunter's Shot, this is great to use, and then use number 2. 281 damage with 30 defense and slowing them down by 33. This one is a knockback. I'll go and show you the golems over here. Most of the ranged whatever rifles and stuff, the number 4 is usually a knockback of some sort of movement, so let's take a look. Doing a lot of damage, 594. There's a nice bit of distance to use it on too. Take this guy out. And obviously that's a knockback, and it's 594 damage, which is actually quite a lot for knocking the person back and doing a lot of damage. I suppose is because it's hitting them and sending them back, it's doing quite a lot of damage because you might knock them out of your range, but you know, the impact on it is quite a lot. Number 5 here, I'll show you the range of it down by the golems. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it reduces movement speed each hit by 50%. Each hit it does 169 damage. There we go. It looks pretty epic. This is the best one. Well, personally I think it looks the coolest, and obviously it's not very easy to avoid. I'm sure if you have played the Guild Wars beta that you have been up against that. It does come quite annoying when you're not a ranger, but these are the melee dual two-handed sword that slashes 500 damage. The next one is a bleed your foe with the burr. You might have seen it. There we go. It bleeds them to 540 and dealing 294 damage. Number 3 is swoop. Looks really cool with the eagle. Has a range of 1200 and does 824 damage. So that does a lot of damage when it hits you. Number 4 is a block. I can't really show you this. Sorry, I have showed it, but I can't really show you, getting attacked, because, well, I can do it up at the AI, but I didn't really think of that when I was recording, and I did try it earlier, but I failed. Hilt, that is, just stuns them. It stuns them and dazes them. If you daze them, it like silences them. You're not allowed to do skills, but it also stuns them for 1 second, which means they can't move. I use skills, so of course I don't quite understand that. This is one of the heals, healing spring, kind of just like a fountain heal. It's got the regen heal and then the instant heal. They're not that interesting on the ranger, I don't think, but I've got to say this one is my favourite. Kind of healing over 15 seconds, like those white roses and the fountain of life. Looking pretty cool, I reckon. It's really great for when you're on Wealthy World doing sieges. We've got the utility skills on 7, 8 and 9. Of course you can. The range has 16 utility skills, mainly buffs, traps, and we have the weird spirit things at the top. If we have a look at them, here we go. Summon a stone spirit that gives nearby allies 20% of something. Bonus. These guys just basically give you some bonuses. That pretty cool. Your pet goes out and revives people, which is pretty cool, useful. Cripples foes as a trap. We got another one here, which is pretty cool. A bait back with a crack of lightning, dealing damage. You and your pet gain quickness. Is the boss. There's another summon that you summon. You've got these are buffs too, removing conditions. You got increased movement speed, increased damage on your pet, and then you have underneath the traps, and you got another buff. We got a set of trap that bleeds foes, sets of traps people on fire, because that comes in handy all the time. My second here, my favourite one of the traps is the serpent one. It looks pretty cool. I'll go and show you them down here, and the frost trap. So I'll show you the golems again, what they look like with the serpent trap, which is my favourite one, just because it looks the coolest. So if I place it down here, and there we go, he turns green, and there goes snakes in the ground. Don't actually buy him, but you can see the numbers bouncing off him. When there's numbers like bouncing up like that, it means that he got poisoned. There's the spike trap, which which looks pretty cool, and that does bleeding. And this is the shield one. I try and kill him here before the frost goes off because it looks really cool with the battle fab, but I just fail. The serpent and the bleeding, it seems that most of the ranger's traps do cause a lot of bleeding, and when the ranger does have a bleeding ability, it seems to do a lot of damage, which is pretty cool and helps you out in the 1v1s. That's what the revive looks like. You can't really show it. We have of course, the weird pet things. These look so weird, but if you can hear the electricity, that sounds pretty cool. They're not that exciting. I don't know if they follow you around. There we go. And that looks pretty cool. That's not my favourite one out of these. Whatever spirit things is the sun one. Here's the frost one. I think they give you some extra damage, just like some buff. If you can see, they give you the buff. And then, of course, because I swapped that one round, the electric one dies. They've not got the best death animation, and this is my favourite one. It just looks really cool. That's a nice sound. They got really nice sounds, these spirit things. It sounds really nice. I've put quite a lot of effort into them ones. There's the regeneration. I think the rangers, out of the characters I've played, which is, you know, the thief, the engineer, necromancer, and a warrior, it has to be the most boring ones on a ranger. That's personally. Here's these kind of ulti things. I don't know what types to call these. Elite skills. There we go. Elite skills. You got one of those spirit things. It's like a bigger version, and when you stay near it, it heals you and your allies. We have like a big buff. If you play League of Legends, which I'm a big League of Legends player, it's like Olaf's ult. You gain speed, you gain crit chance, you gain you can't be stopped with CC, which is a big thing, which is similar to Olaf's ulti on League of Legends, but if you're not aware of it, basically you can't be slowed or stunned while it's on. I'll show you now and head over to the golem. Gives you and your pet some more damage and more likely to get crits. So if we use rapid fire here, so you can really rack on damage there with this. I'm doing a lot of damage. Taking out quick. It was a light goblin, but no, still did quite a lot of damage for such a short time, and the rapid fire doesn't even do that much damage. I'm still confused about it because the rapid fire does 235 damage, but it doesn't say first shot. Okay, so here's the entanglement. This is really cool. My favourite one of the ultis. Because the AI is pretty stupid on this section, I can just tangle him up. He has to destroy that to get out. If he doesn't, he just stays in it forever, and I can actually knock him out of it with my Thor ability if you watch in a second. There we go, I do it now. Knock him out and the roots are still there, and I kill him, but he still stays on the spot. It's pretty weird, so I don't know if that's a bug or if he could still move there, but I don't know if you can knock him out of it. Here is the Spirit of Nature, which is like a bigger version of the spirits. It heals you while you're near it, so while I fight this AI engineer, if you do see the green numbers, that's the spirit healing me, as you can see there, which is pretty cool. Oh, that's a great ability, yeah, you see it's like going crazy. To be honest, the spirits are really boring, and the death animation is even more boring than them. So I'm taking on this engineer. He pops one of his type of elite skill things, which is turned into a random thing, a necromancer thing, a tornado, and I forgot the, oh yeah, brute, go crazy. And he's just kind of standing there. I don't know what he's doing, but I go up to him, and as you can see, he'll deal a bit of damage, and I do get healed by quite a bit. There we go. And this dude does die. He's staying around for a long time. Well, they do actually die. I'm not sure if they've got a set time to die or not. And there we go. Take him out, celebrating with a block, of course, because you don't use that in the middle of the fight. And there we go. The death animation. They just base plant their floor, because you know that is one epic animation for death. Just base plant the floor like a boss. Okay, this is the water. This is the kind of harpoon you get some. I love that new blending from water to land. It looks epic. This kind of new harpoon thing, rifle underwater. You've got the, you know, that's whatever. These do quite a bit of damage. You got number 2 with bleeding, but this one's the best. Piranhas doing 2,689 damage. We got number 4 and number 5. Number 4 is I thought it was a pull, but I don't think it is. And number 5 is just deals a lot of damage. As you can see, I've got the piranhas on number 1. So the piranhas have the best effect, I think. I don't think the ranger's underwater abilities are that interesting. I try and send out number 4 though, but I don't really notice it. And the number 1 abilities, I know it's great that you don't have to keep clicking 1, but I can't stop it. That was number 4. Kind of glitched out there. I thought it pulled you towards them, but it actually sent you back, and then it flinged me back here. So that's probably a problem with the beta. Probably it'll be fixed because quite a few of the characters do that. Like if they have a knockback off, they roll back. They sometimes fling back to where they were, which will probably get sorted later on in another beta, hopefully. We take this other guy again and we put piranhas on him, and then just let them sit back and deal all the damage, which is pretty cool. You can see there. That has got to be the best one I've seen for an underwater ability. I mean, the ranger, personally, I think has boring ones except from the piranha, and they leave us to finish him off, which is very kind of them. There we go, finish him off pretty nice there. And pretty much the underwater ones. If we look at the utility skills, after having 16, you only have 8 now, and you only have 1 elite skill, which is pretty weird. I didn't check the heals. I should have checked if you could get that, you know, spirit heal, the cool one. But yeah, all classes underwater get less heals. You see, I noticed this when your bird just comes out of the water. Like, you see, the bird didn't come in the water with him. He's underwater right there. He is underwater. Okay, so he should be able to come in with me. There we go. What? Okay, just disappeared. Nope, there he is. And then disappear. Well, no. Okay. I don't know whether they don't want to put your pet on the water because it'll be some overpowered or something with you compared to land. I don't know, but it would be cool if you could go underwater with your pet or something. Or if they just didn't do that. But anyway, thank you for watching the Ranger video. Hopefully you've learned a bit more about the Ranger and his abilities if you didn't know. Thanks for watching and have a great day.